welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. If you celebrated the holidays, I hope that you had a safe and happy holiday. And if you don't celebrate the holidays, I hope that you had a very relaxing week filled with self-care. And I just appreciate your presence here on this channel. So a big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. A big welcome to my new subscribers this month. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate all of your comments. Thank you for dropping your comments below. I am still waiting back to hear from my latest winner from the free reading giveaway. So be sure to drop your comment below and hit your notification bell so that if you're entered, you're chosen, I can notify you and we can get the ball rolling. And if you have recently commented, be sure to check your notifications because you just may have one waiting from me because I'm waiting back to hear from my winner. If you have found yourself here for the very first time, welcome. We want to have you join our beautiful soul family here by subscribing, hitting your like button, your subscription button, all of your buttons. It helps me to bring you guys more content. But mostly be sure to drop your comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading as well, because we would love to give back to the community that has given me so much. For today's pick a card reading, we are asking Spirit the question about, will you find love in 2023? Will you find meaningful love in 2023? Perhaps finally, maybe you've been waiting for this. Maybe you are really anxious to get the ball rolling on meaningful love, but will love find you? Will you find love in 2023? We have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the green mushroom. Pile number 2 with the red mushroom. And pile number 3 with the purple mushroom. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting today from Spirit. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today's reading is all about, will love find you in 2023? And will it be a meaningful love experience for you in 2023? Pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the green mushroom. And you were drawn to the Liberation card. And this is your reading. Will you find love in 2023? Will love find you? And what sort of meaningful love experience will this be? The Liberation card talks about coming out of a negative cycle. So you may find that someone hurt you quite badly. And Spirit in this card speaks about how everyone who hurts us, or when we go through turbulent times, it truly is a mirror of ourselves. So this person that hurt you is some sort of mirror to yourself in some way. And it wasn't meant to keep you stagnant in love, but it definitely tests our resiliency, and it definitely tests how vulnerable we feel moving into the unknown. But this Liberation card, you can see the beautiful star of Aquarius in the middle of her forehead, because Spirit wants you to keep your heart open in 2023. They don't want the past to be a reflection of what the future is bringing, because it definitely won't look like that. And this card is asking you to prepare for big things, because they're talking about you being a blessing. And when you are a blessing, your external world becomes a reflection of that inner state. So you are a blessing, which means you're about to be blessed perhaps in 2023 with something more meaningful and something that will be very unlike what you have experienced up to this point. As I'm looking at this card, it looks like she's wearing devil horns. So you could be a Capricorn energy, maybe a Taurus energy. But it really speaks about hardening our heart a little bit, you know, feeling like we have to, like we're tethered to an insecurity of some kind. When instead, this card encourages us to keep our heart space open, to keep repeating to ourselves that we are light, we are love, and that we are blessed, because they're preparing you for something, pile 1. So let's take a look and see, what are they preparing you for? Will pile 1 find love? Meaningful love in 2023. Will pile 1 find meaningful love in 2023? We have the 4 of Cups. And I really feel like you're coming out of this cycle of things happening to you. You know, it's like you feel like you were perhaps put through the ringer, and there was nothing you could do to create change in that past situation, no matter how hard you worked, or maybe you felt like you were working hard on yourself and it didn't seem to make a difference. This 4 of Cups apathy that I'm feeling is being challenged in 2023 for you, because it encourages us to take off of our masks and be honest with ourselves about our past experience and ask ourselves, how determined are we to get out of that cycle? Because you're on a healing course in 2023. And you are the narrator, Spirit says. You're the magician. You're the magician. You can see this magician is pulling the sword out of a hat of complacency, because he's pulling the truth out of a situation where we felt really complacent, or maybe we're moving into 2023 with a very complacent attitude, when that's the opposite of what we need to be adopting in 2023. Behind the magician is the shadow. So we're dealing with shadows of the past that we're liberating from. That's why we're breaking free. And ultimately, we're taking back control. We're telling the universe what we want through our thoughts, our feelings, and our intentions, which is why Spirit wants us to combat this Four of Cups now, so that we're not feeling helpless, we're feeling powerful. Because we're breaking, it's like grieving has had its time, Spirit says. I just saw the Five of Cups. We're fighting against the grief. And instead, we're keeping our heart space open with the beautiful Fool. You know, the whole sort of journey starts with this Fool's Leap. And you can see he's taken off that hat of complacency, and instead he's got this hat made of flowers, which seems a little bit goofy, but that's sort of the mentality we have to bring into 2023, is this openness. Even though we've been through the ringer, even though we've perhaps had things happen to us that were not fair, it's not your fault that you went through those cycles, but it's now our responsibility to take leaps of faith as they present to you, and you may have to. For someone online, or I was going to say for someone online, but for someone watching, there could be an online aspect to this new cycle for you in 2023, and it's renewals and romance. Like you're having something exciting come in for you. But it's going to require you stepping outside of your comfort zone, and you may have built up a bit of a wall because of what you've experienced in the past. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Six of Cups. It is a renewal of romance. That's why Spirit's preparing you now. Everything that happened to you recently or in this past year, maybe even beyond that point, was a preparatory phase. And it feels frustrating to hear that sometimes when we've gone through the thick of it, or maybe you're in the thick of it now, but they're just preparing you for a new opportunity. And there's the World. You may feel like you're going into 2023 with the weight of the world on your shoulders. And for someone watching, it could be that some of this baggage that you're carrying has a lot more extra weight up tagged to it, because there could be kids involved, for instance, because I see this little child sitting on top of the world, and that message won't resonate for everyone. But what's really, really important here is that Spirit said that this is an opportunity for you, but they're not going to force you down this path. They'll never ever force you to step outside of your comfort zone. But this World, again, contingent on your Fool's Leap, because they want you to know that what's waiting for you is a reunion of souls. Is not just a romantic relationship, but it's a partnership. It's a beautiful partnership. It's a beautiful combination of souls. But what's really interesting to me is this Eight of Swords. You can see she's literally on her knees mourning what has been. And this person is standing behind her waiting for her to finish that mourning cycle. And so that's Spirit. They're sitting there, they're standing with you. And that's the message to you as well, Pile 1, is that your guides will always sit with you. And they're not judging you in that moment of apathy, in that moment of despair when you feel helpless. They're there offering so much compassion, so much love, but they are waiting for you to recognize that this is a prison of our own design and that we have the key to escape it. And this next year is going to offer you a key. And all you have to do is reach out and take it. It does feel like it's going to be very fulfilling love with the Six of Cups in the future position. The World is all about your success. You could have a fire sign coming in for you, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and Spirit says that they've been holding space for this person. Like they've been holding a special place in your future for this person to come in, because you were meant to cross this person's path. You guys coordinated your soul contracts for this opportunity in 2023. And as a collective, 2023 seems to bring about an air of sort of, or an essence of challenge. It's like we're overcoming a lot of our old attachments. We're liberating ourselves and breaking free from old attachments that are keeping us stagnant. So this Two of Pentacles is indicating an imbalance that you're feeling moving into 2023. And these two ships behind, it's like with our waves of emotion, sometimes we can feel more confident about taking leaps of faith on some days than other days. You know, sometimes we feel really confident about leaping, and other days we're just like feeling super helpless. So Spirit wants you to know that this next chapter for you in 2023 is about rebalancing. Bringing ourselves back to a place of discernment and control. We have the Devil. Again, Capricorn energy coming in. You could be a Capricorn potentially. But you can see with the Devil here that these two souls are there. Again, there's an aspect of whatever you've been through. There's a mirror to you. with that old relationship. So your relationship perhaps reflected past wounds, and how you're feeling right this moment is reflecting past wounds. But if we look really closely at the devil, the chains around the neck are very loose. So you may find that you're moving yourself out of a codependent attachment because you have the control with the magician. The magician says you get to control when those chains come off. And Spirit also says that there's been an aspect of imbalance in that old situation for a long time. So now in the present, they want you to prepare. And this Four of Swords is a meditative state where we sink into it to heal. We start the healing process during this attachment phase now, leading into 2023, and it's right around the corner for us. So it's time for us to heal and reflect upon the disappointment that we experienced, but try to detach ourselves from the emotional response to that. It's about looking at it from a very logical point of view of, yes, that was very painful. Yes, that was disappointing. But what can I draw from it? This Ace of Swords is the reality check of the stinging energy of, yes, that hurts. I didn't deserve that, but now I'm taking the truths that I learned there, and I'm no longer going to find myself in complacent situations in the future. I'm going to experience relationships that add to my life instead of just perhaps being in a relationship for the sake of being in a relationship. Oh, it's the Knight of Pentacles. He's on the floor, but I really love this person's energy coming in for you because this is dependability. And I feel like it's going to take you some time to really fall into a place of trust and to feel solid and grounded here in this relationship. But this person is dependable and they're reliable and they will text you and they will call you and they'll show up on time. It's the Six of Cups again for you. This is so destined for you, Pile One. This is so destined for you. There's the Wheel of Fortune. There's the Page of Swords. Spirit just really wants to embolden you with this belief that everything that happened to you happened for the purpose of a lesson. And we are spiritual beings having the human experience here. We are gathering information. That's what we're here to do. We're here to gather experiences, to gather emotional experiences and learn how to temper those emotional experiences as we go along. And this beautiful aspect of the Six of Cups in the future, this is your soulmate coming in. The person that hurt you perhaps was the prompt, the trigger to healing. This person's going to help you evolve. And not only one-way street here, it's a two-way street. You're going to help each other evolve through the future. And I feel like there could be commitment in your future with this person. This person's coming in as almost like I don't want to say a savior, but they're coming in to help usher you into clarity. And what happens after this, after we stop looking in the rearview mirror, we get to feel peaceful. We get to take a baseline at peace first before we start heading towards joy. And that's what 2023 is going to bring you, Pile One, is a baseline of peace and a new opportunity to throw yourself into despite the fact that you've been hurt. And perhaps in spite of the fact that you've been hurt, you're going to find the desires of your heart fulfilled in the future. 2023 is just the launching pad of this, but what goes beyond that is so much more abundance. Will you find love in 2023, please, for pile number one? We have here trust in the universe. The situation is calling you to have trust. Aquarius, the first quarter moon in Aquarius, and there is an emphasis on Aquarius here with even the Liberation card because the middle of her forehead has that beautiful star, so Aquarius energy might resonate with you. And despite what you've been through, that's why Spirit wants you to know that 2023 is going to ask you to follow your intuition before it makes sense. And it's going to be your intuition that encourages that leap of faith. And it's going to be your ego that kind of whispers after your intuition, but what if you get hurt? And that's at that point, it's when it's responsibility for us to find the strength, it says go wild, to charge through that complacency, that old comfort zone. Speak your world into being, and I love that so much. That's why they're encouraging you right now to go into the meditative state, because we're working on our manifestations. We're asking and telling the universe what we expect to see in 2023. And that means that we're focusing on the infinite possibilities of the unknown instead of focusing on the past. So we're shifting our focus, and that's what Spirit is asking us to do at this time as well. It's time to detoxify from a negative situation. We started with liberation, and Spirit says it's time to let go of people, places, and things now, even emotional constraints that we have that is no longer serving you. So we're letting go of old things that we are codependent towards so that we can go into an abundant new future. Will you find love in 2023? Advice for the future for pile number 1. We have morning memory. It's healing gift, a destined course, the morning dawn, our inspired course, meditate under the sun. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to meditate with the Four of Swords in this spirit of like a childlike energy. Children just expect positive things unless they're told otherwise, you know? They go from such an innocent perspective. And so the morning memory also speaks about letting go of old attachments as well. I know it's morning, but I think of the actual morning when we are losing something that we have been really attached to. Back of the deck says intuition. Simple, complex words of pain or words that heal. You come to know the truth by the way that it feels. And ultimately, they want us to emphasize this devil energy. And how does that make us feel? Does it make us feel balanced and whole, or does it make us feel imbalanced? And ultimately, we are removing ourselves from any situation. We're liberating ourselves because it's destined to be. This next chapter for you is destined to be. I do feel like the reunion for you here may come in about the second half of the year. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 1, please. Advice for pile number 1 for 2023 in love. 3 of Wands, the Judgment, and we have the 3 of Cups. I love it. The 3 of Wands came out first here with the Judgment sideways. Now this 3 of Wands is about frustrating delays that you've experienced when it comes to meaningful love. It's like you've experienced a lot of frustrating delays. Maybe you thought you had found meaningful love and it turned out to be something completely the opposite, and now that's tempered, or it's like tainted your view of what the future could hold. And so sometimes we're almost afraid to go down the rabbit hole of reflection because we're afraid of what we're going to find there. We're afraid of the steps that we're going to be asked to take. And this judgment, it's like we're afraid to make any more mistakes. It's like, I don't want to make any more mistakes. I don't want to move into a cycle with love unless it's a meaningful cycle. But Spirit wants you to know that celebration is so near for you. They're even indicating that there's an emphasis on 3s here, that 3 months into 2023, you may find there's an opportunity that communication cycles open up for you, because there is an online aspect for someone watching where this could be spearheaded in some sort of online communication. In the bowl today, we have the letter F and a little A. We have an exclamation point, and we do have the little moon with the star. I think about our intuition and the healing energy. It's like your higher self has been whispering at you, trying to coax you with this little carrot to free yourself. I feel like you've been having this conversation with yourself for a while to free yourself or liberate yourself from old attachments, whether they be physical or emotional. We do have Pisces energy with the fish, and it's the divine feminine. And I think about the stripes on that fish and how we're breaking through. We have the world. There's an aspect of online connection here. And the butterfly of transformation and the ironing things out. It's like we're working through practical steps too. Some of you might be actually detaching from a practical karmic relationship, or you have already closed out that cycle and there's still some loose ends to tie up. We also have the butterfly of transformation, because we're going to marvel at the beauty of your transformation ultimately. Pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comments section so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my links for Etsy for personal reading if you feel called to, and for Instagram. But I hope that you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the beautiful red little mushroom here and the messenger card, and this is your reading. Will you find love in 2023? If you were drawn to this pile, you're in for a big explosive sort of momentum in 2023. You're in for a huge sort of transition. You're not only going to have opportunities in love with the messenger here, but this card speaks about expansion in a lot of different realms. You could have opportunities in career even. I feel like there's going to be travel for you as well in association with new fresh starts, because this card speaks about the super luminous explosion of light that begins the whole process of creation, and that's what's happening for you in 2023. It's like you're empowered. Maybe you were drawn to the red here because you're balanced, you're empowered, you're already prepared for this next chapter, and your momentum is now finally going to take a manifestation of physical form. So the messenger is all about news coming in, some hopefully good news. It seems like it's really positive news so far. So let's take a look here. Will you find love in 2023 for pile number 2? We are starting with the Six of Swords in the reverse position. Now, sometimes that really reflects on someone who has a hard time letting go of things, having a hard time to let go. But I feel like, again, you've done the work. Here's the Sun, there's the Justice, there's the Ten of Wands. We're going to pair those together, if I can get them. Maybe you're a Leo or a Libra. Take that as it resonates. You have the Six of Pentacles. Will you find love in 2023, please? Pile number 2. The Queen of Cups. There's an emphasis on children in this pile. So I just keep looking at baby diapers and babies. And so take that as it resonates. You could be a mother, for instance, or a father. We have the Judgment and we have the Hierophant. Back of the deck, we have the Two of Swords and we have the Wheel of Fortune. The truth is that I feel like you're not even focused on love maybe moving into 2023, or that's not your priority. You could have other priorities in family and business, for instance. Maybe you're focused on career, maybe you're focused on family, maybe a combination of both. And so you're curious about this. It's like, will love come in? But it's not a priority for you. It doesn't feel like a priority. In fact, the Two of Swords is saying, I don't want to commit to anything. It's like, whatever shows up for me, okay, but I'm not going to commit to anything unless it actually fulfills something for me. So it's like, I'm not going to be lured into something unless it really, really is good here. So the Judgment and the Hierophant in the future. Also, the Wheel of Fortune for you. They're encouraging you to go exploring down this new pathway. So let's clarify here. You have the Page of Cups. And we have the King of Wands. They could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Emphasis on Leo energy here. With the Sun. The Lovers. I feel like there's a real sense of control that the Divine Feminine wants to exert on 2023 and love options overall. I feel like you really want to be careful about which paths you take, and that's your mentality going into 2023, which again, it's like a guarded energy, and I feel like you're in a protective stance in some way, guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. I heard you have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Gemini with the Lovers. But you know what, 2023, despite the fact that that may not be the focus or the priority, it's bringing love for you anyway. It's like you've created so much momentum with your focus, with your force, and in many different areas of your life, not just in love, but just the amount of independence you've showed, or just the amount of self-care and focus you've put into your relationships and your businesses, and whatever the case may be, your focus has created a beautiful momentum for 2023. And you're going to have this explosive opportunity. And I feel like Spirit is really urging you, again, they'll never force us, but they're really urging you to at least explore this opportunity. There's the World and there's the Queen of Pentacles. To just explore this possibility. There could be a work connection here that opens up into something more romantic, some sort of person that we're friendly with that opens up into more of a connection or an attraction, because the Lovers is talking about a big attraction and a relationship forming. But they say that it might start with a communication cycle. So you just start to get to know this person. You just start to talk to them. It could be an online connection with the World involved. And Spirit wants you to go down that rabbit hole, because what you find there could be commitments. Could be explosive ascension, not just practically speaking, but that's here, but also emotionally speaking. It's like you're breaking free from these emotional prisons, some of them superimposed or self-imposed. It's like putting up walls purposefully for new beginnings. We have the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords. We also have the Six of Swords underneath, and if we combine those, or I'm sorry, the Page of Swords, if we combine the Five and the Page, that is the Six of Swords. So they want you to surrender to this opportunity, because this person coming in for you was meant to show up in your experience at this time. And they are saying that we perhaps have gotten into a habit of self-preservation or protecting our space, and that it's really easy for us to fall victim to naysaying energy. It's like we could convince ourselves and come up with reasons not to pursue. We could come up with reasons to feel like it's not our time, or this isn't the right connection. We could have come up with excuses not to act. And instead, Spirit says that this person can help to carry your burdens, to be honest. Like, they can help to carry your burdens. And the Judgment is speaking about opportunities for growth. You can see all of the skulls underneath, symbols of reality and transition and grief that you had to go through to get to this point. But once we reflect upon what has led us to this state of independence, we can then surrender to the opportunities that can help alleviate us of that necessity for independence. Can we clarify the Judgment in the Hierophant, please? This could lead to commitments. We have the Strength. And it's definitely going to lead to a strength energy, because we're here to master the realm of human emotion. So once we find the key to stop ourselves from really great opportunities, or from leaping into great opportunities, we've built up a muscle. We're going off of muscle memory. We can use that muscle later. We have the Five of Swords, and we're going to need it to combat that internal voice, because your ego is going to be telling you, don't act, don't act, don't act. It's not safe to act. And your higher self is going to say, come to this side, follow the sound of my voice, because this is a new opportunity towards love, emotional starts, which gives you a sense of rest and ease with the cup, with this teacup. It gives you a place to land. Truly, it's like you can exhale in this new chapter. And it starts out pretty exciting. It starts out as this exciting exploration, a very strong attraction, physical attraction between the two of you. And I feel like it's really hard for you to deny that. As logical or as focused as you are in other realms, it's really hard for you to deny the physical attraction. So let that physical attraction be the torch. Let that be the spark or the fuse to create so much more momentum for yourself. It's very, very exciting. Let's see here. Will you find love in 2020? You won't just find love, you'll find fulfilling love. This Queen of Cups is feeling fulfilled. She no longer has to be independent. We have here, see the bigger picture. So we all have our certain expectations and plans set in course for ourselves, and you may have certain plans for yourself, and again, other people involved under your care if you do have children. But when we zoom out, again, there's full moon in Sagittarius. There's a really strong fire element with this person. If we zoom out, Spirit says you may see that you designed it this way. Even the struggles, even the conflicts, you designed it this way so that you could build the muscle you needed to coast into an abundant future. And ultimately, you'll see, if you zoom out to the spiritual perspective, that this person was meant to cross your path, was written into your soul contract, and it provides a beautiful opportunity for growth. And so Spirit says, go wild with it. You could be the Leo energy, but just go wild. Go exploring it. You don't even have to put any expectations beyond the exploration. Spirit says that's what can create another, again, burst of beautiful momentum for you. You had one burst that got you here, and now this is going to be the second league of that journey. It's time to step up and lead, new moon in Capricorn, and work through your feelings, reversed. That is what this course is going to offer you. With the new moon in Capricorn, it's asking you to step outside of your comfort zone and take leaps of faith, to lead by example. It's like you have done that so far in other realms of your life, and now they want you to apply it to the love realm too. So you may be the one that gets attracted first and might have to push outside their comfort zone in order to create a little bit of change here. Will you find love in 2023? These Six of Pentacles ultimately reminds us, however, that we reap what we sow. You know, Spirit, again, will never force us to go down this path or to reach out and take that cup. They do feel a little bit of guarded energy and internal conflict that's telling you to prioritize safety. And instead, Spirit says, be willing to go with the flow of this explosive momentum. Having faith in your spirit team is so important because they want you to follow this down the rabbit hole. There's a lot of layers to this opportunity that are going to be revealed to you in the future. And so now they're just asking you to have faith. Again, I'm getting an aspect of communication starting out this cycle. There could also be a work aspect for someone watching, but that's not for everyone. What is 2023 going to bring for? We have draw down the moon We also have here a note on love. And the draw down the moon card, I think of Scorpio energy. It says, the forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs, find us in the wild good night. And so in 2023, it's going to be essential when this opportunity just pops up for you, because as soon as the opportunity pops up, the ego is going to get started on the fear aspect and the fear factor. And so this says, see the bigger picture. When we feel that, that fear hit us, it's about eclipsing that fear and stepping up and leading, drawing down the moon so we can face our fears head on and then overcoming them ultimately. Because the note on love says, seek different seasons and enter into the unknown, because when love is the focus, foundation and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. So you may feel like you have everything else in your life sort of handled and controlled, and you may like that sense of control. But when it comes to this next chapter, Spirit just wants you to surrender to the unknown. They want you to give up that aspect of control and just trust them in good faith, because this is an opportunity that is meant for you. 1111, numbers and doubles, synchronicity and 2. Do not hold your love back now, because life is meant for you. And you deserve abundance in every realm. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 2, please. Charm bowl for pile 2. We'll find you in 2023. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Cups could be a water sign coming in, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it also represents your energy and your desire to keep yourself a little bit guarded. It's like people hold you in such a high regard. It's like sometimes you are afraid to ask for help even. Sometimes you just give from an empty cup, because it's like you want to maintain this persona of, I can do it all on my own. It's like I'm independent. And so Spirit's here to remind us that no man is an island. And so in this next chapter in love in 2023, you're really going to be asked to chase that spark of inspiration. This spark here is going to need action applied to it so that the flame gets roaring, and your confidence is going to be tested. But Spirit says that you have all of the toolkit inside of you to express yourself the way that you need to. And I feel like you're going to be super attracted to this person. So they're going to be hard to miss. You're not going to miss out on this opportunity. We have the hot chili pepper. I think about the Page of Wands, and there's your Page of Wands. They really want you to explore this. Here's the Apple of Temptation. But I also think about, with the apple, I think about learning curves and teaching elements. So you could be a teacher. There could be an aspect of teaching here in some way, or school. But it's also speaking about everything that you've learned up to this point and carrying those lessons forward. We do have St. Anthony here, the patron saint of lost things, and he's holding baby Jesus in his arms. And so Anthony could be a name that's really significant to you. There's also an aspect of children. Peace sort of reversed, like the Six of Swords, so not being able to move forward. And we have here the Six of Wands, but to combat that inability to transition, it's about finding the confidence and even faking and feigning the confidence until we achieve success. We have the Divine Feminine with the Empress shell, or the High Priestess shell, actually, with the curled end, because the High Priestess sits upon information she knows to be true, and we can't see it. She hides it. And in this curled shell, we can't see what's in the end of that. We do have the stethoscope next to the tower, the Eiffel Tower here, so Paris could be significant, but the tower represents a lot of things that have happened to you in the past that have created permanent change, and how you're perhaps still healing and reeling from some of that permanent change. And so you're being sort of driven emotionally in different directions, and in 2023 that's going to be put to a test, because there's opportunity. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. Please drop me a comment in the comment section below if you would like to be considered for a personal reading with me. And be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you and also notify you if you are chosen the winner. You can also check out my links below for Etsy for personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the purple mushroom here and the love card, and this is your reading. Will love find you? Will you find love in 2023? Meaningful love in 2023? What I love about your pile and your selection, pile 3, is the fact that you were drawn to the purple mushroom, because I didn't really emphasize what this card said. And so you're drawn to this purple mushroom, and purple for me is a color of ascension. It's like we're moving into royalty. We're moving into the kings and queens status. And this love card from the Magdalene Oracle speaks about you moving into a very abundant love cycle. And about to enter into a cycle of relationships, and maybe you're actually already in a relationship, and if you are, if it's just beginning, it's going to deepen in 2023. But this is talking about a connection that's going to last for years to come. So that's very exciting. So let's take a look here and go down the rabbit hole a little bit of what will love bring you in 2023. Will you find love in 2023 for pile number 3, please? We have the Two of Cups coming out for you first. And it was sort of sideways. So again, if you just met someone and it's just a brand new beginning, this relationship could be deepening. And what I love about this Two of Cups card is I'm just focused right now on these snakes that are going up this line. And I think about the Temperance, and I think about temptation, and I think about connection and coming together and finding joy in the journey. I think of longevity. And what I also love about this particular card, now I choose my decks at random, but what I love about this is underneath here is this beautiful lily. And on your card is a beautiful water lily too, which is not just love, but it's a symbol of spiritual love. So this is not just any relationship that's forming in 2023, but this is one that could last, where we could grow as not just in a physical sense, but grow as spiritual beings together. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. I'm getting a bit of an explosion here. Will love find you in 2023? King of Pentacles. The Magician. Back of the deck we have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, the Ace of Swords. This is super, super exciting. Spirit doesn't want you to worry about 2023 at all. Pile 3, you guys are like hitting the jackpot when it comes to potential, opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune is about turns of events that are coming in your favor. And what I love about this is that this Knight of Pentacles, you know, he makes it to his destination. He is longevity. He takes baby steps. He takes carefully plotted steps to reach his destination. You could have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy coming in for you. Two of Cups, Two of Cups. You definitely have love coming in for you in 2023, pile 3. You are attracted to the right pile. Now, there has been a similarity across the 3 piles today about online connections and communications opening up the cycle. And so this is no different. There could be a communication cycle that opens up online or some sort of texting back and forth. The Six of Swords. Even your higher self is coming forward saying this is the one for you. There's the Six of Cups. I love this reading so much. Here's the Ace of Pentacles and there's the Six of Wands. Despite all of the the obvious abundance here, Spirit says that your confidence will still be tested. Your confidence is going to be tested because there could be an online connection where we're going to have to make actual practical plans to see each other. There could be some complications as far as transition to get to one another, but they don't want you to let any obstacle get in your way because you've manifested this. This is something that has been, I almost want to say ordained, so to speak. I love the Wheel of Fortune here. It's also come out in all 3 piles today, because there's an aspect of the two of you reuniting as souls. So this may be for some, although I feel like this is a secondary message, for some this could be someone from your past returning, but for all, this is someone from perhaps from a past life returning to you. It's like they were ordained to come in at this time. And it's a beautiful relationship where you guys are going to be mutually generous with each other. And it's not just generosity in the physical form, but it will be, but it's also going to be generous with the lessons and the gifts and the opportunities for soul growth that naturally relationships automatically bring us. You know, it creates a space where we can be compassionate, where we can make mistakes, where we can offer and receive forgiveness. It's a beautiful it's like a beautiful combination of souls working together so that they can achieve success. And that's the purpose of the soulmate contract. It's not necessarily even for ultimately fulfilling romantic love overall. It's to bring us to a place of wholeness together. And this is a beautiful thing. This person's coming in to help you, and you're helping them just as much. This King of Pentacles is also sometimes known as the father of the deck. So this person could end up having children with you in the future. For some, this person could be bringing children into the relationship, but that's a secondary message as well. That's not for everyone. And again, Spirit is telling you this is an opportunity. It's being offered out of the collective, out of the heavens. It's being offered to you, but we still have to be the ones to walk through that archway and take it. We are the magician of our own experience. Spirit's not going to force us down this pathway, but they are urging us to go down this pathway and to find the confidence to do so, even if it means leaving behind old situations that aren't serving us. Because the Ace of Swords with the Ten of Wands, you know, it's like someone who's so afraid of the unknown. They're afraid to take that next step. They don't want to commit to the next step, but Spirit's letting you know you have nothing to fear here. This person is here to help you evolve, help you to manifest the future that you have anticipated for yourself in the future. And I love this too, because Spirit says if you take the leap of faith, this Nine of Cups is like almost too good to be true. It's something we wish for. It's something that almost fulfills us. It misses that one last cup because ultimately no person can fulfill us. We have to make ourselves happy, but these people can help add to the journey. And so Spirit's really prioritizing that leap of faith for you. Yes, you will have love find you in 2023. It's like there's no use looking for it. It's just going to show up for you. We have here, be open to it. Be open to change. It says new moon in Aquarius. You could be in Aquarius energy, or you could just be in a healing cycle. It says here, trust in the universe, and it's reversed, so you may be a little bit guarded in the trust department. And we also have reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. And so there is an aspect here of facing the unknown, facing our fears as well, but also being open and honest during a communication cycle in this new opportunity in love, because that's what's going to grow the closeness and grow the connection, or not even necessarily grow it because it's already established, but to lift the veil and remind us of that deepening connection. It says here, let your fears dissolve. Full moon in Cancer. And you can see this little crab looking out into the abyss, and the crab, you know, it oftentimes needs a shell, or I'm sorry, a shell, or it sheds its shell to grow, and that creates a very vulnerable moment where they have to hide for that shell to harden up. And so there is fear associated with the unknown, but Spirit says you don't have to be afraid here. Let your fears dissolve, because they're assuring you success. They're assuring you a beautiful opportunity for growth. But they also want to remind us that we sort of get what we put out into a situation. So it is imperative that we are willing to be seen. That's why the Judgment here, you can see these people are naked. It's like being willing to be seen, which means being open and honest with ourselves and other people. We have service. There could be a connection to the work realm here. And it's also a reference to for someone who's always at the service of other people and is always giving from an empty cup, or always giving they should be giving from an overflow, but they are always serving other people. But now it's your time. It's your time to shine. But there could be a work connection here. We have workaholic and we have perception. So we have to look beyond the veil of illusion. We have to look beyond our own fears and worries to see the opportunity. And they're also saying that this connection may feel a little bit unexpected for you. But for someone watching, there could be already established flirtation or a mini relationship within the work environment that's going to deepen. For others, this is a brand new opportunity. And they say, don't worry what travel brings. Just begin here. Doesn't matter what tomorrow brings. They want you to start fresh here with one opportunity. Put one step in front of the other. Because destiny, as one door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. And there is something very ordained or planned here. The reunion of souls, this collaboration that the two of you are going to be on towards your growth. And we have dig deeper. You are not yet finished. You are not yet done. Dig deeper, dig deeper. The best is yet to come. Hold on, hold on. So if you have been frustrated with delays, if you have been frustrated with how other people seem to get what you want and you haven't really received what you want and physically manifested yet, Spirit says your time has come. In 2023, it's your time to shine. Whoops. And I do feel like, again, with the Knight of Pentacles, with the purple that you chose, this person could be the one that you end up committing to for a long period of time. Advice for pile number 3, please. We have the Six of Pentacles. A reminder that we reap what we sow. Communication cycle between the two of you. And how that communication cycle may, and the delays could make that, could test our confidence. Because we have the Queen of Wands reversed. And the Queen of Wands reversed, you know, sometimes she doesn't feel very prepared. So Spirit says that this opportunity is going to show up whether you're prepared or not. She's not feeling very prepared. She's not feeling very confident. And there could be moments in 2023 when you're in a communication cycle with this person where that happens for you, where you're not feeling confident. And because I feel like you won't really be able to read the other person on what they're thinking or what their expectations are. Again, there's a very strong earth element to this divine masculine energy. And this person, I feel like, is very, I feel like they're a careful planner. It's like this person is very careful about the steps that they take. They're very coordinated in the steps that they take. And it's not that they're trying to delay anything in your connection. It's just that they're very careful. And I feel like they're almost a little bit shy too. So take that as it resonates. But that's why Spirit wants you to kind of look beyond immediate appearances, because this person may take their time a little bit in moving into commitment cycles, but it's worth the effort. It's worth the wait. We have Dream. We have E and O. We do have a little flower. I think of forget-me-nots with this flower. We have the Star of Aquarius, and we also have the little rabbit and the black sea star, or the black horsefish, or whatever it's called. And so there's, with the black starfish, that's about a healing aspect for the divine feminine, moving into new beginnings. But it is an acknowledgement of having to leave the past behind, and an important connection behind, perhaps. We do have the rabbit, though, that despite old endings, it's about exploring opportunities, surrendering to those opportunities, and really rushing down that road of exploration. And we have Dream. Your guides have been trying to access you through your dreamscape. But there's also an emphasis on Scorpio. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you, and I'm excited about your 2023 love journey. Be sure to leave me a comment below, or come back if you need to drop your comment so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your buttons, your like button, your subscription button, your notification bell, so that I can enter you and then notify you if you're chosen the winner, and it helps me to bring you guys more content. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.